What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 86 of my Total Warhammer 3 modded Kroq-Gar campaign. So as we saw last time, what the heck did we do last? Oh right, we attacked the fortress of Tor-Akar with Chameleon, who once again pulled off another win and was able to take it away from the Slaaneshi there. The Phoenix Gate is their only remaining territory, so if we can move on to take it, the Nakari's faction, the Seducers of Slaanesh, will be no more, and the Donut will be that much safer, especially needed considering how weak it seems our allies are. Well, we're going to get to work on that. In fact, Chameleon, I was last episode thinking maybe we move you to Demahar, but I noticed that we only have 10% movement, and I'm 99% sure he tried to run if we did that. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to send you to the Shrine of Kurnus, and if anybody wants to attack Chameleon there, well, good luck to them. We'll just occupy the place and use it as a staging ground for the attacks on the next area. We're not going to keep the province, however. We're going to trade Tor-Akar and Elysia immediately to you. So have a Tor-Akar, and we're not going to ask you to join war, and you can keep your money. You need it more than we do at this point in time. And here, have Elysia as well. We'll keep Shrine of Kurnus so that we don't suffer attrition, however. There we go. Lovely. And then we just need to get them Misnar as well and keep building up Ivras so that they are also not the weakest faction around. Oh, maybe I should have tried to trade Shrine of Assyrian or Elisali from them so that we could sort of transfer them to our allies. Nah, whatever. Let the elves deal with it themselves. So, elves. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, completely derailed my own train of thought with my idiotic joke there. Let's see what else we have to do this turn. Pyroxy's waiting to potentially attack. Azag Gorok is where he needs to be. The rest of you are looking good. We've moved a decent amount of units last time around. Where do we still have a sieger this episode? Oh, at Xhotl. You know what? I just auto-resolve it. Screw it. Ooh, look at that. Let's just hope that we don't suffer any attrition. In fact, we could loot and occupy it just in case. I don't know what level it was at, though. Just occupy it. Hey, we take it at tier 3. Okay, I'm glad we didn't loot it then. And hopefully there isn't a full stack to siege us, because if there isn't, we'll just heal up. Damn, the auto-resolve hates the dinos, though. That was dangerous, but let's face it, without a stack there, they would have never had a chance in actually fighting us. We need to be tier 5 in order to get the Blessed Incubator and the Stellar Pyramids of the Southern Skies, the Honor Guard of Xhotl. A legendary unit. I wonder if we'll be able to unlock it before the end of the campaign. To do so, we'll certainly need a lot of extra growth, so we're going to go for the Skink Foraging Camp here. And, well, I guess we may as well immediately build the Geomantic Pylon. Do we need the Mystic Barriers? Honestly, once we take all this stuff, we probably won't. So maybe we can do without. Alright, fine, just build that instead. Alrighty, Xhotl, let's see if we can hold on to you. We do have lots of armies moving in to help out. Alrighty, who's up next? Who's up next? We've got 2 turns until the end of the prep, or until the endgame scenario begins. Farak, you are going all the way to Oxyotl, so you got a long way to travel, my friend. Kasitan and Chokamela and Kikowaka, yes, you're all heading to Titan's Notch, wherein you may have to manually fight another fight, as you guys do have a tendency to have to. Titan's Notch has a few defenders, but hopefully not for much longer. Alright, let's do that, then we'll take Yeti Peak, and we also want to transfer the other thing away as well. You move here, you move there, you move everywhere. Alright, Blood Peak will be transferred shortly. Let's send you... Can we auto-resolve this now? It'll kill off a couple of our Feral Cold ones. Alrighty, we'll quickly fight this then. I'm going to try to max speed through this. A little bit of a silly battle to be fighting so late into the game, but I still think that, well, we've got a lot of mileage out of these little armies, so I think we want to keep getting mileage out of them, even if it isn't territory for us, and the fact that we're making the lives of our allies easier is benefiting us, just in a slightly more roundabout way than directly. Alright, and you're actually at full HP, so you can actually start the battle while we wait for our reinforcements to move onto the field. You need to catch that Marauder Horseman unit. You have 83 speed and they have 90, but we could probably trap them towards the edge of the map. I doubt that you're going to die, but we still want to be careful. You can also increase your speed with Foe Seekers, so wait for it now. Foe Seeker, and you got him. Alright, fantastic. Oh, they're going to keep running, but now you're going to get surrounded by Chaos Warriors. We got reinforcements on the field as well. Let's move them on in as fast as we can go. And we got more in a few seconds. Keep it sped up. And there we go. Where are our dinos? Our cold ones, I should say, right there. Alright, fantastic. Move the rest of these guys off the screen, and you look okay. We just need our flyers. As soon as they get there, the enemy is done for. Yeah, you're fine, as long as you don't rout. I'm just gonna speed it up, we'll just have to watch your, okay, yeah, you're fine, you're fine. The enemies stand no chance. Oh, this is gonna be ugly, it's gonna be very ugly once we drop our bombs, like so. And turn off skirmish mode. Hey, guys, just move, you're fine. And move into position. In fact, you two can maybe drop your bombs first. Like so, and then you can drop your bombs second, and the enemy will be pretty much done for. There we go. Alrighty, and the rest of our forces aren't really needed. Here's what we'll do. We'll summon some cold ones right there, and while these guys are distracted by these cold ones, we'll hit them with more cold ones. In the back, in the sides, in the everywhere. And then you guys just make sure that the enemy does not escape. Alright, looks like these are Marauders, not Chaos Warriors, so they're done, and speed it back up to max, and the battle will be ours in any second. As soon as these Chaos Warriors are done, and there we go. Yes, it should have been auto-resolvable, but you know what? So many battles throughout this game should be auto-resolvable that aren't, so it's hardly anything new. Oh, I like them. I like the many-eyed masks where the eyes, like the mask is part, like it's melded to the flesh and the eyes are part of the mask. Is neat, is what I'm getting at. Classic sort of Marauder look. Well, not quite, but, you know, close. As in the mutated ones. Or like a Forsaken or something like that. Definitely closer to a Forsaken. Alright, we nearly good there, game. You gotta spend 8 years to load, thank you, or of Quetzal for free. We're gonna occupy it rather than looting it, and Titan's Notch is ours. We will, well, I'll deal with the items on these guys later on. I'm going to deal with a lot of items between the episodes when we reach the, the end game. I'm just thinking we want to trade either Blood Peak or Yeti Peak to these guys, probably for the Gates of Jar. I just wonder whether we can. So if we can trade them to the dwarves, trade the Gates of Jar rather to the dwarves. Titan's Notch? No, you don't want that. What about Blood Peak? Oh, nearly. Okay, we're not giving you 20k for that garbage, though. We don't actually want it, we just want to give it to our allies. Come on now. Be better. Alrighty, well, if that's nothing else, so let's see what we can do this turn. I'd love to move it to the next turn ASAP as well. You guys are all good. You guys are all good to handle. Oh, right. Just sit there. Sit there and wait. We've got the end game coming. And you're gonna be part of it, let's face it. Alrighty, Yarick. Who are you and why are you doing nothing? Oh, you don't need to do anything, eh? You have Confident. You know, let's just keep him here for now. We may have some use for him. I'm almost tempted to move him together with Kowal. We can always summon another one if we need to. He is on a Carnosaur and can help defend. Why not? Go there. And just like we send Kikuaka, etc. around, why not move extra units around? Oh, we probably also want to recruit if we have money remaining after the construction. So let's wait on that. Corliss, you have to take this stuff. Wait, we got 2 healers, 3 healers. 1 for... Okay, you're going north. We got 1 for... I'm just wondering, should we give 2 to Chameleon? Well, no, we'll go 1 for Chameleon and then 2 for the... and then 2 for the Kroq-Gar and Kowal. That makes more sense to me. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, where we have 1 extra unit here. I guess we could take the Blessed Chameleon Skinks, or Stalkers, rather. No, Chameleon Skinks. and then slowly transfer them to Xhotl, but it's so far, I'm kind of disinclined to even bother to try. Anyway, I'll think about it. Either way, Tim Mackenzie will probably be recruiting shortly, but I'm going to give you a second, because we need to make sure that we have enough money to actually recruit. Tail, you need to keep moving. You won't reach there in time, so it'll be up to Salmiak to defend with this army. It's not going to be a horrible army, but it's going to be up against like 6 or 8 elite Skaven forces led by Queek, and all max veterancy, so and this may be your doom, Salmiak, but it'll be a heck of a doom. And that's really all that we could hope for, isn't it? Just like real life. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Death Pass, you are going to go for the Grand Plaza. Let's start upgrading whatever buildings we can upgrade. Same thing here, Argalis, Plaza, and Kroq-Gar Labor District, and then we'll go for the Lodestone as well for that settlement income. Mosquito Swamps, let's go for more Kroxy Labor District. Creeping Jungle. Creepy Jungle. And oh, we got one more turn of Confederation left, so our public order will be fixing itself shortly, which means a little bit more in the way of research from that, which is lovely. Nobler country, let's get more money and more growth from you. Not that it's crazy necessary, because we don't really care about that province, but nonetheless. Lucchini, I guess we want defenses here too. Oh, coastal provinces. Oh, I forgot something to Nobler country because I forgot to build the old one monument. My bad. Erana Mountains, you're up next. Montana, some more money from you. Jungles of Green Mist, we go growth, and then we go money. Lost Valley, money. Heart of the Jungle, ooh, Orion's camp is completed, meaning floating gardens, also meaning finally the geomantic web here, and I guess we'll go for capacity. I guess the question then is what type of capacity we go for, and it's probably... You know what, I was about to say Pyramid of Xhotl, but you know what? No, we're gonna go for Underground Lagoon and more Temple Guard capacity, because we actually need a little bit more of it right now. Next up, the Barrier Idols. We lack Agrul Migdal. It'd be nice to trade it from them. Mostly just to have the complete province, if we keep the province, and because of the iron, we probably should. But we do want to build stuff here, so let's go Beast Lair. We'll go another one of these Temple Guard barracks. We'll go for Floating Gardens. We will go for a very expensive Geomantic Pylon. And I guess more capacity. This place is going to be full military. And we could probably just not collect income here either. Don't even bother collecting income, at least until we have the floating gardens, or until the province is fixed with regards to public order. I just don't want to deal with it. Oh wait, but then it'll be +2 next turn anyway because of the Confederation thing. So it'll be fine. Alright, well then in that light we got more capacity on the way. We'll go for Sacrificial Altar of Sotek. Ancient Giant Lands, you're the last, but Titan's Notch will be traded away, so we don't care about it. And let's see, Shrine of Kurnos will be traded, and Northern Grey Mountains will not, however. We'll keep that Blackstone post because of the iron there. Grung Zint I would like to take from these guys, but I don't think that's going to happen, so we can just ignore it. And then Worm Pass, I have still not decided. We're probably just going to trade it away to our allies. More likely than not, but for now, let's build some stuff, and maybe we'll keep it, maybe we won't, but it's not a lot of money for us to care about. Then we're going to do a little bit of recruiting with you to Mackenzie with whatever money we have left. So 1, 2... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, we're 6 gold short? 6 gold short, game. Okay, fine. Don't upgrade Mount Thug. Sorry, Mount Thug. Funny name though you may have. Let's get the horned ones here, and oh, we should actually, you know what, don't upgrade this. Get more horned ones. We gotta start on that cavalry army after all. You are in a dangerous position, but Gorok will attack everything that appears there, so I think you'll be fine. And there we go. That's all the money, that's all the moves, and I guess that is another end turn for us, and then we will have one more turn to prepare. Skip, Lord not moved, Hero not moved. I assume that I actually moved all those, and those guys are not supposed to move. Last question is, where, if anywhere, can we get attacked? Possibly here, possibly Gorok, depending on if there are full stacks there, but, you know, anyone brave enough to attack Gorok is, well, more stupid than brave, let's say? Or Kroq-Gar, rather. Well, you know what? Gorok is the same, so yeah, anyway, end turn. Let's see. Hopefully the Tzeentchans don't have another use of, you know, stop us in our tracks. Because if that happens on this turn, it would be horrifically bad. Right before the endgame scenario activates. Lokir Felhart, you want peace? We don't want peace. Nice try, though. Oh, you know that we're coming for your capital. And ooh, I think I saw Lokir himself on the map. Maybe he's moving to try to take Kunlun, or he's moving to intercept Kroq-Gar. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out eventually. Though we'll be a little bit busy over the next few turns dealing with the endgame scenario. Let's see what we have here. Shadow Legion, Telzin, nobody else doing anything interesting at the current time, at the very least. And nobody attacking us. A little bit surprisingly. Alright, well that just puts the onus back on us. Tic-tac-toe. You got post-battle chance of stealing magic item increased. Good. Ambush success chance increase for Pyroxy will be useful as well. And poor Azag, you're done. Wa fails Grimgor, Astronomer. Okay, all the astronomers apparently, and then somebody got themselves a mount. Now, what we need to do here is this. First of all, you need to kill Azag. You should, I think, be able to auto-resolve this. I know we shouldn't trust auto-resolve, especially so close to the end game, but auto-resolve. Don't screw us, auto-resolve. Don't you do it. And, okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. We are still going to replenish, however. And we're good. We're not going to go up north because we have Skaven to deal with, and the dwarves can hopefully take care of these guys themselves. Instead, we're going to march stance down here, and we're going to try to grab Howling Rock, trade it to our allies, but at the same time also have Pyroxy start moving down to where Clan Rictus will respawn, as that's what Pyroxy is here for. That's why we're letting Archaon run around in the Empire rather than killing him, because we have the Skaven to deal with him. We're just going to hope that our allies can deal with him. I also see that Vlad is still alive. He's been surrounded by all armies that have been at war with him for like 10 turns, and they're doing nothing. Nothing, guys. Oh, game, why are you like this? Ah, there's Lokir, and he does have a full stack. Oh my. He will probably win in a fight against Miao Yang. Well, that's a shame. But it's not like we're going this way. We're going to take Wei Jin first so that we don't leave it there. And ooh, global recruitment is complete. That is... well, we have one more turn to use it. That also means your army is nearly complete. Ah, look at all that glorious fire stuff. 2 Ancient Salamanders, 2 Flame Cannons, and 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries. It's going to be a heck of an army. But will it be enough to hold Misty Mountain? I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. Also, you need to join the army as well, which is why we summoned you here. Nice. Alright, back to Kroqi. Let's see what we have in Wei Jin there. Do we have a stack? No, we do not. Close victory, but, well, let's auto-resolve it. Damaged, but not so damaged that we care. Occupy. Ratspawn sacrifice, Clan Eshin revealed, and your healing is more or less fine. We could heal these in a battle. More importantly, you. It gets to Kroqi. Get to Kroqi, man. You're so close. Hopefully there isn't a Skaven army that we can't see nearby. How's the defenses at Kunlun? It's not horrible. Probably not enough of these guys besiege us, but, well, we'll see about that. Anyway, Chameleon. Looks like nobody attacked you. Nobody capitalized on it. CYLOSTRA is here. And, huh, that's a lot of boarding crew. Ooh. I can't say I'm not tempted by that. Mostly because, oh man, imagine all the boarding crew fighting all those skinks. Wouldn't that be a fun fight? But would she fight? Or would she run? Would she stay or would she go is the question, and the answer is, I don't know. You also can't reach Demahar. You know, we'll try this, but I want to see if anybody else can move. Ooh, Kanos Kier. Ooh, oh. Now that would be a fight. I'm not actually sure he would win this.
Only the changer
That would be dangerous, let's say. Very, very dangerous. Oh man, we got some good potential fights here. I want to take a look at what other potential fights we have. Not Tic-Tac because he's already moved. Gorok is where he's supposed to be. Talashbok is moving up north and is not able to actually reach anything as yet, but that will change. This is contested area, so if we auto-resolve the Sea Corpse, we won't be able to heal, but I feel like you could still land at Skeggy without too much damage. Who knows, we could get something good out of the Sea Corpse. Why not give it a try, right? Approach the carcass, auto-resolve, don't screw our dinos. No, okay, we're fine. And we are gonna heal. Alright, let's see if we got anything useful. Come on, Lost Cargo. Come on, Lost Cargo. Hey, an Armor of Destiny? That's worth it in and of itself. Or by itself without any faction-wide buffs. Alrighty, to the Sea of Serpents. At least we won't suffer attrition that way, and we're more or less full HP. And we have a little bit of replenishment due to our constant casualty replenishment. Not bad. I also note that our sequence of the Enhanced Instinct are maxed out of our Saurus Warriors and Temple Guard will be complete right when the endgame scenario begins. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of Old One's favor, so we won't be able to activate the sequence of the Ether, which is just gonna take forever to get. It takes too long. I mean, we're at plus 1,138, and we're still not at one turn per, so yeah, it would take to like turn 200 to reach all of the techs, possibly more, and by turn 200, we would have conquered the entire world. If we were to bother running the campaign that long, but it would probably have devolved into tedium and to that point. You can go into Battle March, and let's see, if you siege this, will you still suffer attrition or are you going to be good? Just want to double check here. Alright, build some of that, and you will not suffer attrition. Alright, well then besiege it for a little bit. And we do have your helper army coming in to help. After all. Still gonna take some time to get there, but, well, it's getting there. It's getting there. We could always give it a try, or maybe even auto-resolve it, because it might not be worth our time. Oh! Actually, when the Carnosaur reaches here, it would make it a lot easier to do this. Because the Carnosaur would be able to break through the gate a lot easier. Because nobody here, other than the Basties, are really good at breaking through gates. Certainly something to consider. Alright. And Techless, I'd love to tell you to attack Fate Weaver's Crevasse. I just think that there is a very, very high chance that you would fail. Also, Ralikan, ooh, I meant to actually recruit you some stuff last episode, or last turn, which is also last episode, but I guess we'll do so right now. At Kayaks, I guess the question is what we have there that we can build. Also, you are heading out to Xhotl, so please continue to do so, but Ralikan, you are going to move to help Kroq-Gar. So we want you to have some troops, or some additional troops. Oh, we can build Chameleon Stalkers here, so we could build them for our other army. Now, what do we want to build here? First of all, I see that we can't build any big dinos, which is a shame. Can we build them here? We can build Sallies and... yeah, we can just build Sallies there. I mean, I guess you can build dinos, but do we really want to wait for you to do so? I wonder. Oh, you have that Basti for Gorok, who is going to lose his Skink Chief, who he doesn't need anymore. Also, what does the Skink Chief have, by the way? Perceptive, oh right. But, you can put him into Hanuman's army. I mean, the other Skink Chiefs are fine, but as long as we haven't reset you, and we have not, we could at least have a high-level Skink Chief buff to Hanuman's Skinks. So, lead Gorok's army like so. Then, we'll have you go into, I don't know, Battle March. We'll transfer the single Basti with Arcus Sotek, like so. And Gorok's army will, for now, thus, be complete. Okay, we'll also give you the War Paint of Xhotl. There we go. You, I guess, are gonna go back here. And I'd like you to build a couple dinos for our friends over there. So first of all, we want one Basti with Solar Engine, we want one Feral Stag, and we want another Arc of Sotek. What do you have, incidentally? Alright, you have one of these, maybe get a couple of regular Feral Stags. We won't need the Feral Cold ones here. We certainly won't need the regular Source Warriors. Probably lose the Red Crests as well. We'd have better line holders. Might use another regular Kroq-Gar. Maybe put a Sally and a Razordon in there, but honestly the Razordon is probably just a waste of space. No offense. Some offense. I just want to see how much space we have left. Oh, it is a high ranker, though. Nah, I don't care. One army with them is enough. Are you able to build Kroq-Gars? No. Oh, damn it. Are you able to build Kroq-Gars? No. Still no. Nobody's able to build Kroq-Gars. Huh? Oh, this is a Temple Guard building. Damn. No, well. Oh, well, you know what? I'll figure that out between the episodes. I'd rather not deal with it right now. What I'd rather deal with is a fight. And which fight will we deal with? Well, you know what? I was excited about the prospect of attacking CYLOSTRA. I don't know whether she will actually be willing, but let's give it a try. So, let's level up first. Ooh, finally Foe Seeker for Mr. Chameleon. You don't have Lightning Strike, but I guess you don't need it, because you're not fighting in the... end game scenario. You're just going to be policing the donut. Instead... What do we get your Skink Chief? You're maxed out in terms of these skink power-ups. Swell. Well, I guess we could get We Are the Elite Vigor Loss Reduction for all skinks as well. It's still powering up skinks. I gotta power up those skinks after all. And then you have a point as well, so let's get you organized. Then we'll go for We Are the Elite. And then Silith, who's rank 20 now. Swell. Let's get you Arcane Vassal. Although, do we really care about Arcane Vassal? I mean, there will be occasions when I cast it, I guess. They'll probably be few and far between, but anyway. Chameleon to CYLOSTRA. Completely necessary, I'm sure. And she will indeed fight an valiant defeat. That's what I like to see. That's what Chameleon, I'm sure, likes to see at this point. 39-31 on the zombie pirate boarding crew, 52 and 55 on the King cohort, or on the Red Crest, but these guys have 30 armor, so a little bit more. Their weapon strength is 42 compared to the 41, so about even there, but they also have range damage, so there is a little bit of disparity there because of that. Should be a very fun fight. Here we go. Alrighty, man, Chameleon has gotten so much action throughout the campaign. I think he might have actually gotten more battles than Kroq-Gar has gotten, especially because Kroq-Gar has auto-resolved a lot of his fights. You gotta love Chameleon's armor though. It's pretty fantastic. I love that helmet thing that he's got going on there, though it does remind me of the helmet things that the Skaven have, because they're a very similar kind. And yeah, and honestly, I just love the emergent storytelling aspect. This between Chameleon and Talashbach, we have some lovely extra legendary lords, and don't we? Anyway, the battle is going to be against the forces of CYLOSTRA and Dirfan, and we are going to start annoying them by popping off our repeated uses of Flock of Doom on their fragile zombie units. Looks like our Skink Priest is going to annoy some of the enemy deck droppers, hold them in place while our Fire Leech Bolas try to pepper them with our, Fire Leech Bolas. Though the Bolas have taken a little bit of damage from the enemy boarding crews and gunners that are in here, and we do have to be careful about losing units, as they will drop fairly quickly due to their relative fragility as well. Not that the Skink Priest is all that threatened by them. I'm gonna just try to stop those boarding crew from annoying us too much by summoning some cold ones on them. The cold ones will die and or rout quickly, but they will dish out damage, they will prevent them firing, and they will allow more of the, or I suppose amplify the effect of that Flock of Doom. Lovely. How we doing back here? Chameleon is charging forth, and well, he's found himself a gunnery wight. Tiny Tim Thompson is going to be a lot more tiny once he's in little tiny pieces, and it looks like CYLOSTRA will react to the attack of her gunnery wight by summoning some Rotting Prometheans to try to defend a defensive unit as it is, but can they stop Chameleon from doing his thing? I somehow doubt it. Tiny Tim's down to about a third of his HP and has begun to crumble, and a couple more hits from Chameleon will probably probably bring him down. Granted, Chameleon is taking range fire, but the enemy has begun to take range fire as well, though no range fire from that gunnery wight as it has dropped. The rest of the army, both skinks and dinos, surges forth. Of course, the enemy unit of Sirens is going to be a little bit annoying due to our relative lack of missile or range damage, rather, and the fact that there will be damned knights errant to deal with as well. Alrighty, while Chameleon has tried to move through the enemy army and is going to go after CYLOSTRA herself next, obviously the morale shock will be quite valuable, one just to bring down the rest of the army faster. Now, on the flanks we have our Chameleon Stalkers fighting a bunch of units, including, unfortunately, Sirens, and I only say unfortunately because, once again, like a magical damage is going to be a problem. Our Pterodon Riders with Fire Leech Bolas are pretty badly beat up as the zombie-powered gunnery mob have managed to extricate themselves from that unit of feral cold ones and fire up into the sky once more. Chameleon is down to about half HP, actually a little bit lower there, but that's okay because now he's able to pop his potion of healing, and between that and his regeneration, he'll be up there fairly soon as well. One of our Skink Chief has also gotten a ton of damage on him as he got focused down by the enemy range units all at the same time, so he decided to back him off and use him as a range support unit instead. Alrighty. Well, let's hope that our Chameleon Stalkers can fight the boarding crew. Boarding crew are a hybrid unit, unlike the regular gunnery mobs, and are actually pretty darn solid in melee, as well as having that range fire ability. A little bit like, I suppose, our Chameleon Stalkers, though not so much used to flank enemies and well, use the stalking capabilities. Plus, we get support from the Red Crests as well, with their armor piercing and their general killing ability, and those two-handers are looking pretty okay. Looks like the enemy Sirens have begun to melt away. CYLOSTRA is at about 2/3 of her HP, though that is still plenty, and she's still surrounded by a fairly large mob of units. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing for us, as we can see they're fighting with all those snakes just biting away from them, which means the Arc of Sotek is active, and everybody here is debuffed and overwhelmed. Alright, CYLOSTRA down to half HP, blood crushed, and oh, when she uses Tide Call, her melee defense drops? Interesting. Well, that's not great for her, because Chameleon will take that advantage. Critical binding now for CYLOSTRA, and Chameleon is still very much in the fight. He has reached his healing cap, but is still hovering around 1/3 of his HP. A few more bites, and CYLOSTRA's Rotting Leviathan will go down, especially if she's too distracted fighting Chameleon Stalkers to attack the Chameleon. And there we go, down she goes. The way that she falls off the Rotting Leviathan as a ghost unit is kind of funny. It kind of reminds me, you know those little like seeds from those trees that like spin down like little twirlies, little helicopter things? You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know what they're called. I haven't seen one in ages, actually, but yeah, those things, that's what it reminded me of. Anyway, with CYLOSTRA having fallen, even though clearly we've taken quite a bit of damage, especially on this flank, it looks like the enemy army will begin to shatter, and which is why I was talking about trying to get that morale shock as fast as possible. The Chameleon Stalkers will rip apart the last remnants of the enemy boarding crew. Sirens have faded away. There's a couple more boarding crew here as well, but not for much longer as they're surrounded by Red Crests and the Stalkers. Found some Sirens in there as well. There we go, a Pyrrhic victory, but, you know, hardly surprising considering what we were up against, and it looks like Chameleon's rampage is just not stopping anytime soon. Ooh, alrighty, that one actually did look pretty dicey there for a little bit. It's kind of funny when playing the lizards and sort of dealing with your own medicine, i.e. having your single entities being knocked out or very heavily damaged by concentrated fire from enemy gun lines and range in general. It's an interesting feeling, as it's usually the player that's doing that sort of thing. Anyway, very much props to CYLOSTRA. She, I think, is one of the less beloved lords in in the game compared to, well, many, if not most, other lords, but she has consistently given us great fights throughout the campaign, so give CYLOSTRA some love. Anyway, we are going to heal up because we need to, because we don't know what else is nearby, and the degree to which CYLOSTRA might move back and attack us in reprisal. She's also going to be able to heal at sea, whereas we, not so much. We also can't go into full speed stance to land near Elysia, so we're just going to have to sit here and wait and see. And that said, we will still try to land at Elysia next turn or so and heal up in our friendly territory a little bit. There is potential for getting attacked by both of these and for CYLOSTRA to raise a bunch of dead and attack us again. Should be a pretty interesting time. Speaking of a pretty interesting time, while this episode is out of it, next episode will be the very last prior to the endgame scenario, so we're just going to complete our prep, move whoever else has to move, though there isn't much, end the turn, and begin the endgame. We'll probably have a big old battle as well for the Demon's Gate. We'll see if KANOS-GEAR can survive that, unless I can think of something else to do in the meantime. It would be very dangerous. I'm not sure that we should risk it, but, you know, I have a bad habit of doing dumb things just because I think they're fun. But anyway, more Kroq to come. Stay tuned for the first of the endgame episodes. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.